On to the episode, Sports Line with JLE Marte, where we discuss sports like family. That's theme song, Man Talk from my first album, JLE Experience, on music copyright. Season 5 premiere. I guess my co-host will be here. But I always got to have a plan B. Have my bro-in-law come to the stage, panelist Anthony. What up, sir?
What's up now? I don't know if you got all my messages. I won't be a full show with you, but I definitely wanted to drop in for a sec.
Okay.
I was listening on my way home from work, and was just listening to the Charlie Kirk conversation. It had me wanting to call in anyway. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, oh man, I was looking for the phone. Let me down. Let me hurry up and call about this.
Yeah, I would touch on it tomorrow on ground floor.
Yeah.
But this show, season 5, we got to start with Bills came back and beat the Ravens last Sunday.
Yes.
So they definitely looking like they trying to go far this year. Then the Washington Commanders got beat by Green Bay. So I titled this, Are the Packers a Threat to the Eagles repeat? What you think?
I mean, sure. You know, they live. We just see come postseason, like I said, who's healthy. Does Jordan Love protect the football and make smart decisions, or does he go wild and you know try to just do too much? That's all. That's my only concern. Like the defense stepped up, they looking good, he looking good, but he has, you know, it's just him. Like kind of like the same conversation we was having about Goff in his new situation. To me, it's just about the quarterback. I mean, he's a young quarterback. I'm not saying nothing about his talent. He's talented. It's just he's prone to make mistakes, just trying to do too much, especially when it comes to giving that ball away. So I believe they have a good defense, a good team, good coach. If he could protect the ball, yeah, they can definitely be a threat. I mean, can he play a game like Jalen Hurts? You know, people talk all that crap. Now, can you be as smart as Jalen Hurts? Do you know when to run, when to get down, when to throw the ball? Like all that crap from the Cam conversations. It's like, here it is. You seeing why he's I just feel like it validates why he is exactly the person people think he is, because he's playing the position, you know, from here as well. And I don't think, I need to see Jordan. I need to see Jordan Love do that. I need to see Jared Goff do that again. Like be able to do it with multiple, you know, offense coordinators, head coaches, because it happens. Like, is your talent you? Are you only built by those that support you? You know what I mean? So yeah, they just have to answer that question. But he looked good. Washington, they just need more work. I mean, we got to remember Washington last year was a season nobody expected. They don't have a history in recent years of being a good team. They how many years removed from Snyder? So they're in the process. Like I still think highly of Jaden Daniels and where he's headed. You know, but this second year of basically almost a rebuild or whatever you want to call it. Like their franchise was in shambles. Like the owner had them, you know what I mean? So
and then they lost their defense end.
Right. So I mean, I just think they're a work in progress, and I haven't lost confidence in neither teams or in Jaden Daniels and where and based on the season that he had last year and what he may do this season. So I'm just excited to see where they go. But yes, Green Bay is definitely a threat if they can maintain that throughout the season. Like 100% they are.
And it looked like the former Michigan quarterback McCarthy figured something out, and they went against Chicago.
I mean, yeah, it did get better. It got better in that fourth quarter for sure. But same scenario. I need to see you multiple weeks. You know, because the way it started out, it looked like he wasn't ready, and he picked up and it got better. But
I wasn't ready. This dude ain't gonna do it.
Yeah,
And they
and
start
but
playing hard.
I wasn't holding it against him.
I
Straight
get it.
up.
I mean,
Yeah.
players have said, look, and we see our quarterback on that bull jab, man, I ain't hurting myself tonight for you, but okay, we got a shot. Okay, let's get back on the grind.
Right. Yeah.
Now,
And he's young. It's his first year. So
yeah.
I'm just, I'm not putting too much judgment on him. He's a young QB. He's never started and played the NFL quarterback before. This is his first season. So I expect him to have up and downs, growing pains, and all the stuff that young QBs have. And, but we'll see if he progresses, if he continues to get better, and and what it looks like as the season goes on. But yeah, I like that he stayed with it. He didn't break. His coaches and everybody stayed with him, and they did what they could do. On the Chicago side, same. I'll give Caleb his.
Just trying to figure out that offense.
Because Chicago same way as far as like just the way they've been running their franchise. Like there ain't a lot to celebrate. Yeah, y'all got a rich history. Especially on the defensive side, but not on the quarterback side and not as an offense. So, but Caleb, buddy, you need to,
He been in the league for a minute, so you better start showing something.
Yeah, I mean, this is only his second season. This is his second season. He's had what was it, four coaches or three coaches, four coordinators, something like that, or he's had something like that already. Because I want to say because they fired what's the name, right? Didn't he get an interim coach at the time, and now he got Ben Johnson?
Yeah.
So I mean, three coaches, and I want to say I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I heard them say four coordinators. So I mean, it's only his second season, and you didn't have how you have four.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's not a recipe for success when you're trying to build a franchise or a franchise quarterback. It's just not.
Now, I was shocked about the trouble in Miami. Well, people about, let's see, y'all be in the film room again. Like, you said that in front of the cameras, and you had some bad plays. Like, I got problems down there.
I mean, I didn't know it was going to be looking that bad on that first game. But with that being said, they've been underperforming every year. Like when the weather is too cold or when they go on the road, they don't play good. They don't show up. They do play soft. You know what I mean? So it's up to them to own that. Like what's going on? Tua, I don't want to hear nothing from Tua. You need to have a healthy season. You talking about Tyreek. Tyreek is mad because you suck. Because you can't deliver. That's why he's upset. You can't deliver, dude. Like it's just crazy.
Came into the league hurt.
Like what you? I don't get me wrong. I'm not giving Tyreek no pass on the way he quit at the end of that season. You know what I mean? Because he did, and you can't do that as a player. So if the organization wants to do something to him, and if the players want to hold it against him, he does have to eat that and wear it. But with that being said, Tua, how about you stay healthy? How about you lead the team? You're the quarterback. How about you show up on the road? How about you show up when it's cold outside? Like, what are you doing, dude? You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. So I'm not surprised by the dysfunction.
I know it's that bad.
But I didn't think it would be that bad the way it looked against the Colts and Daniel Jones. Like, come on, man. Y'all let Daniel Jones
and that's the bad thing, because he was decent in college, but it wasn't working in New York. So I guess they got something that's working over there, because he looked like a viable quarterback now. Like
I can't say that after no one game and you rush for 2 touchdowns on short fields. No, he does not. You are not getting out of that. The way Giants chose him over Saquon. You need to validate that $100 million they gave you. I need to see it validated. That game 1 didn't validate it. I'm looking at Miami like, what are y'all doing? I am not looking at it like the Colts are contenders and Daniel Jones is now a starter in the NFL. You have not proven you're a starting caliber quarterback in the NFL. There's no way in hell you've done that. Not after no one game.
Yeah, you need more. Even after a win, you need more.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you do. It's one game.
Yeah.
Like, if somebody thinks he doesn't have more to prove, I got some serious questions about how you think about football. That was one game. We got a long way before this playoffs and Super Bowl hit. By week 6, didn't he get cut last year? By week 6, he could be cut again. You know what I mean? I'm just saying it happened before. Who's to say it won't happen again?
And they looking at the coach like you.
Yeah, there ain't no evidence that he.
You call him a nickname, something with nerd. Like they got a nickname for the coach. Like, you gotta lay the law down over there. This your yard. What you doing? They don't think you gonna do nothing. As I'm thinking, maybe your players coach too much because I shouldn't hear them talking on get up. Or they call them something there like they call the coach that.
Yeah, this stuff, man, you can't make this stuff up.
And you got Rex Ryan on there, ranting rave like, man, you the coach. You ain't supposed to take all that sass off them people. Like,
right.
Right. Because at the end of the day, they're only gonna look at you like, well, I'm paying you to coach all this.
Yeah, you do. You have to have control of your locker room and be an effective, whatever I want to say, an effective force or whatever it is. You as a coach, like you have to have your locker room. If you don't have the respect of your locker room, it can, that could go bad.
Hopefully they had a meeting because after the quarterback want to call out people, y'all gotta have a come to Jesus meeting.
Yeah,
is you supposed to eat whatever happened. You're gonna get all the praise if y'all win. You're gonna get all of the boos if y'all lose.
Right.
They say, well, they don't be in the film room like I do. Like, but you had some fumble stuff too. Then like you had a perfect game.
Yeah, that's crazy. When you already dysfunctional, just having out, you know what I mean, doing that, like having a conversation like that and taking it out of the locker room. If you speaking on your team like that, that does not bode well.
No, they ain't gonna want to block for you. Any given Sunday shows you that.
Yeah, and then even in the Ravens game, like I just feel like Josh and them did their part. That game was lost by the Ravens. That especially that fumble, I just feel like, what are y'all? And then they said afterwards that Lamar he was having cramps, so that's why they wasn't aggressive on his side. But I'm like, come on, John.
He
play
conservative when he get leads,
and it's like, come on, man, better, John.
Sometimes it don't.
Yeah, but I do have enough respect for John Harbaugh to know, like he's one of those coaches that his team improves as the season goes. So I expect him to address that. But that game, to me, was more lost by the Ravens than it was won by Buffalo. Just because that won the fumble. If he don't fumble, I don't think they win.
Yeah, it'd be harder.
Yeah,
like, I think had to work for them to get back in the game with.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. So, but with that being said, he did fumble. And when they had an opportunity to be aggressive, they didn't. They gave the ball back to Josh Allen, and he did exactly what he was supposed to do: bust your ass.
Yeah, he's showing that. It wasn't a fluke. I got the MVP. Yeah. But like he got it.
Yeah. Well, it was all game. That's why I was surprised that Harbaugh wasn't thinking like, well, wait a minute, we just gonna keep the ball. Like if you do get it back, I'd rather have you a short field and score, where we can get the ball back with 1 minute and 30 seconds and a chance to win, versus send it down the field knowing my team can't defend you and let you eat the clock up and win. I just thought it was bad. It was just a bad decision because of where the game was. Not that, routinely would that probably work, him going with that plan? Possibly. But knowing like the way the game was going at the moment and that your team hadn't stopped Josh Allen and they playing with house money, like they're, you know what I mean? Everything that went out the window. This ain't game plan now. This is money ball time. And so, he should have kept his foot on the gas for sure. Either way, whether you're running it, whatever it is, you should have kept your foot on the gas.
Because a lot of people are looking at, I could be doing this to go to the Super Bowl. And so far, you blink because you were just beating their head in and you just hesitated. And they got back in there and snuck you like.
Right.
Oh, they gonna have a little swag if y'all meet up in a conference finals. Like, Yeah, you gave us your best, and we still came back. We ain't worry about you.
Yeah.
They got killer instinct. You got to be. We need 50. This
Yeah.
ain't enough.
And they got the kind of offense, to be honest, like who was that made a really good point? Damian Woody. He was saying like the Ravens are looking at this as if they have the Ray Lewis team, where now
They ain't got that
you
defense.
actually have a high-powered. He's saying y'all actually have a high-powered offense.
Yeah.
So you're hanging on to an old identity when really you got the kind of team that could just keep their foot on the gas. So I think he was just saying John Harbaugh got to get out of that, I guess, out of his, just his old way of thinking of defense. Defense do win championships.
You ain't got them thugs on that defense. Now your defense cool, but it ain't that. Oh, we're gonna shut this down for the next 5 minutes. They ain't
right. The power is on your offensive side, and I think as a coach, he just needs to make that transition mentally or whatever it is to be like, okay, well, wait a minute, I'm focused too much on this side of the ball when my Hogs are on this side of the ball. Let me amp this up with some play calling and maybe start going for it on fourth situations or going into third down with the intent to go for it on fourth down. You know what I mean? Calling your plays different.
Yeah, so you got Derrick Henry. So
right.
This 4th-1, he should get a yard. Or you do the touch push, whatever you call it, with Philly.
Right.
Do.
Right.
You got a good offense where you should get a yard.
Right. So no huddle. Keep the pace.
Don't
let them change anything out. Yeah. Especially since we know, like Lamar already changing stuff at the huddle. He was calling, like they said, he was calling them into good plays. He was doing his thing. Let him do his thing. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, he did say, and he does have a cramping issue. He was saying he was cramping, and that's why they did that. So if his coach is just like, damn, my quarterback is not healthy enough to, you know what I mean? Whatever played that could have played along in it, thinking, I get it. It don't, it makes sense. But in the end, y'all left money on the table. I mean, it's just the way it is. You left money on the table, and Josh put it in his pocket.
The folklore of that man is growing now. Like,
Josh like that.
Teams now, like, okay, he's gonna be like, I can win the title. I'm good enough now. I did that.
Yeah.
So that's coming.
It's definitely a confidence builder for sure.
Now it's interesting they having a Super Bowl repeat with Philly at Chiefs.
I
mean, I can't remember the last time. I know they did with New York and the Patriots when they beat them years ago, but I can't remember more recent. The same two running back this early in the season. So who you think gonna win that one?
I think Philly. I just think Kansas City, they injured right now. Their team ain't intact. They a little discombobulated. And trying to figure. I don't know what to call them. I don't know if they're trying to figure things out or if it's just a matter of waiting to be healthy. You know what I mean? Because Rashid Rice, he ain't playing. Is Pacheco playing?
I think so.
But who's it? Rice. I mean, they just.
They said some of the receivers are down. That's why Kelsey mainly.
Worthy was hurt. So it just it's just week one. I mean, you can go 0-3. That don't necessarily mean you ain't gonna be in the postseason kicking ass. You know what I'm saying?
They run the ball more too.
Yeah. Well, they couldn't because they was injured at the running back position. So they was using Kareem Hunt. I just don't think they fully healthy. Somebody got the suspension. Somebody was injured.
He was a good back for a while though.
I don't know I think they offensive line. I want to say they lost somebody on the offensive line. Like it just, it ain't the same team. So they going through what everybody else go through at this time.
That's why you got 53-man roster. They supposed to be good enough to plug the hole.
Yeah, no, I told you, it don't work like that.
It's supposed to. Or
are
you picking the wrong people to still be on the roster?
Man, they just don't like. They was talking about that. It was like same thing we was talking about when I was telling you. It was like it don't work like that. Like you could have some like your second man just may not be somebody you ever really want to come to the field. He may not got it. Yeah, it's like that a lot in those. A backup player is a backup for a reason. They're getting the opportunity to win spots. And if it ain't happening, it's because you're not good enough. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, because you got to realize the college game. Well, you realize it. I don't know why I said that. The college game is so much different You could be good and you could be a star at the college. It's just not the same game. They don't call plays the same. They do better jobs disguising defenses. The players are bigger, faster, stronger, smarter.
You got them cupcake schedules.
Yeah, it's really just not the same. Involved. You know, that's why a lot of quarterbacks in college don't ever go to the NFL. Majority of quarterbacks in college never see the NFL ever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Really
yeah, they never get drafted.
The best when you get to the pros.
Yeah, they draft them people with them high grades, and you might see somebody sneak in undrafted, and they'll get to play in preseason, something like that, or training camp, but they're not making the cut. They're just not making the roster because you can only have so many people. You know what I mean? So, man, it's not a lot of them winning those spots, especially at the quarterback position.
I must admit, Belichick, he had figured something out for a while because they will get people hurt and they still keep going.
Yeah.
So maybe it's the scouting. Are you finding the best talent that, okay, he won AA, well, he won A.
Yeah.
Or you just find it, well, he good enough to be on the team. No, you need to be something like that. Like, he ain't started, but he right there.
Look how it stopped, though. I mean, how long did he coach after Tom Brady left? He was down there how many seasons?
Three or four seasons.
3 or 4 seasons. But even before Tom had left, they was already striking out and they wasn't getting the talent like that. So I kind of think like it was almost luck of the draw too. But they have lost certain trainers, certain people over the years, went to different organizations. So maybe I'm sure that has something to do with it as well. But you can only pick what's there, and not all the talent is equal. I'm saying every year all the talent ain't equal. Sometimes it's a good receiver draft. Sometimes it's a good running back draft. Sometimes it's a good defensive draft. Yeah. Like every draft is different. Like, so you just don't, you know what I mean? You just never know. You just never know, man. But
that's true. Now, Cleveland take on Baltimore. I expect Baltimore to win.
Yes, me too.
But I'm gonna be watching to see how Flacco look. I think I read some people saying they might bench him. Like
they ain't even gonna wait till he get hurt, huh?
Like, was it that bad when they lost that game?
Yeah, he that bro. Yes, he's that bad, Jeff. That's why I was talking about a lot. Like, I just don't get it. He's 40. He's you're man. There was no reason to make that bet. That's all I'm saying. Like, talk about him as a transition quarterback. That's what he is. You're just here to fill a spot until we sit your ass down, and don't make it another. That's why the Browns are stupid, man. Like, it should have been the whole time for them. They're just dumb, man. I ain't even gonna go back into it, but he should have been the transition or bridge quarterback, and you should have been focusing on Gabriel and Shador. Period. Seeing who just to find out if one of them are even worthy for it. Because if they're not, keep Joe Flacco bum ass in there, lose, and draft you your quarterback next season. You know,
I guess they betting on that Watson can play maybe mid-season. He's still good, so we still got an actual quarterback, and we can keep developing them down the road.
I say this: there ain't no way you could have the thought that he's still good. It's one thing to say he's healthy and you're going to play him, but to be talking about he's still good, evidence? We don't have no.
Last season, probably why the coach Flacco started, because in the last season he looked good, but people got film on you. Yeah, and like, oh, he still got some grease in them legs. Let's watch this film and strategize for my man now. So when
you don't have expectations, people. It's when you playing with house money. You don't have no expectations, and your opponents don't expect nothing from you. Yeah, it's easy to have decent moments, but now they expect something from you. Now they're trying to shut your ass down, and there was no reason to believe that all season, I'm just saying all season, that he would be there and present to overcome all those hurdles that he would face. That's all I'm saying. Like, it should have always been. Quit talking about him. Oh, Joe is back. No, he's not back nowhere. He's a bridge quarterback. We're going to focus on these young quarterbacks, see if one of them could be our future quarterback. And if they can't, we will be drafting a quarterback next year. How hard is that? Like, what other way should you be approaching this?
Now, it's been a lot of slander in Detroit land because we play our former coordinator Johnson, the Bears. And some people saying like, well, they look terrible because it was mainly Ben Johnson. That's why they look like they did. Like,
yeah, we already talked about that.
Someone else for the coordinator he should have picked.
Yeah,
he didn't pick that dude.
Right, and then Aaron Glenn snatched him up, and he and the Jets. And look at the way Justin Fields and offense look.
So I hope that truly indication, like, dude, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, but I mean,
you know, coordinator's going to leave, so you need to be already okay. Who I got that can replace them that we don't miss a beat? Because
he thought he had him though. I'm saying it obviously looks like it's the wrong pick, but he thought he picked the right guy, and at least in Dan Campbell's credit, he's been doing a good job of it. So we'll see. You know what I mean? So we'll see if it turns into anything. But like I told you, man, it ain't. To me, it's not the coordinator. It's Jared Goff. So I'm like, why? How you don't know how to play no more? You just threw all them touchdowns and yards last year. You just did it, brother. How you forgot how to do all that now? You don't remember nothing Ben Johnson told you?
That too. Well, you know, you lean on the coordinator, but it comes a point. I mean, hell, after a while, Tom Brady was the coordinator. Like, okay, I know what my people do. I know what this defense doing because I'm in the film room studying. I know what to do.
Right. So how long is Jared Goff? How long he been in the league?
Oh, he been here for a few years now.
Is he at 10 yet? At least 8 though, huh?
Yeah, he might be close to 10.
So yeah, bro, you don't have no excuses, Jared Goff.
He got something to prove to me.
Yeah.
When they traded him here for Stafford, before we got Campbell, we was a bottom feeder. Oh, you're gonna go over there and your career's gonna die.
Right.
He should be pissed off every day he get ready to go practice in the game. Like, y'all thought I was done.
Right.
I'm gonna win the Super Bowl with these cats and say F you. Yeah, and I'm like, I don't see that fire. Like, dude, they sent you here to die with your career.
I've never seen fire in Jared Goff.
You need to show these people you young.
Yeah, I mean, he had plenty of good games, but I've never seen him like. Yeah,
man. Anytime as we start shaking head, like maybe the light's too bright for you, buddy.
Yeah, I don't even know if they're too bright. I just think he can be knocked off his square. He's not like you can rattle him. I just think you can rattle him. Like that, you know, it was happening in LA. It was happening early on when it got to you guys. Whatever Ben Johnson was doing, he definitely was communicating the game in a way that made it easier for Jared Goff. But at some point, bro, he has to take some type of responsibility and onus. Again, one game.
Yeah,
we'll see if you turn it on as the season goes on. But that was my concern. Like I told you, he's my concern above everybody when it comes
and that attitude to me overall, even after the loss to Washington, no one got offended. This team was calling you out. And they played more physical than you when they beat you in the playoffs. Y'all coming off a little too Hollywood because y'all smelling yourselves. Y'all ain't won it yet.
Right.
You should be pissed off. Y'all did all that work. And these dudes said, we want to play you like you ain't nobody. And they whooped on you.
Right. They should definitely have an attitude.
Everybody head off the frame this season. Like, oh, don't think we soft. We Detroit. Right. We want to let you know something. And I'm not seeing that fire. Like, maybe y'all are more finesseful.
Right. I agree with that. Like, they should have came into the season with an edge, thinking about what was left on the table for them last year and how they lost all those people. So you would have thought that they was chomping at the bit. And not to say that they weren't. Maybe they just was let down by their quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
with your coordinator, everybody like, oh, well, they're done because they coordinator. Man, we here. I mean, I'm waiting to hear that dude say, man, we here. We don't give a damn ball. That football is football. Get the ball in the end zone and stop.
And it's just too soon to say who's dead. Like, Everybody always I guess you can have the courage of your convictions and just jump out there if you just really believe that. But for most, like I said, it was week one. Again, a lot of fool's gold. First 4 weeks, it just always is. It's going to be a lot of fool's gold. So we'll see after week 5 going into.
I bet some better effort this weekend. I mean, I know you lose games, but the way they lost was embarrassing. You was number 1 seed, like.
Yeah,
man, they walked in your crib, slapped you, and had your wife make them breakfast. You ain't do nothing.
Straight up.
Come on, man. Green Bay, they already say Michael Parsons soft. He can't stop the run. And this dude looked like a superstar when he played y'all. Like, come on now.
Well, it was always kind of a misnomer. Like Michael Parsons they had him playing everywhere. Dallas couldn't stop the run. It wasn't Michael Parsons couldn't stop the run. Dallas couldn't stop the run, and he's a linebacker.
In the playoffs, like, okay, there's a drop off. That aggression, you getting 12 sacks a season when y'all get in the playoffs.
Well, from his position, that's unheard of, Jeff. That's why it was celebrated. From his position, players don't get those kind of sacks. That's why they talk about him the way he was. It's not like he right up on you. From where he's coming from on the field, how quick and how he's harassing that quarterback. That's why he's looked at like that. But I feel like in Michael Parsons' case, I truly feel like the failure is the Dallas, not him. In my opinion, it was never him. And I don't really agree. Yeah, I don't really agree that he dogs it on the field at any point. I don't believe that. But if other people
like what he did so far these 2 games, if you don't want them to still say that, come playoffs, keep that same energy, double team or not. If you still got that same energy, like, okay, no, he get after. But if it come off, dude, okay, we know Dallas he just want to sell tickets. He don't care about titles. But you over here, they trying to win. Yeah. And you still disappearing over here, like, okay.
Like I say, I just don't.
Now we gotta start talking. Come to the carpet. We gotta talk to you.
Yeah, like I say, in my opinion, it's just not something I agree with. I don't believe he disappears in the way where I don't believe he disappears like that. I just think Dallas ain't shit. What you want me to say? I just think Dallas ain't shit. I never thought that they was gonna do nothing. I always
30 years, man.
Maybe I just don't. I don't think nothing of them.
The last time they won was January '96. It's about to be 30 years from the last time they won the Super Bowl. Because as long as they sell tickets,
that's all they're concerned about.
He don't care about a title because he'll do the things needed to get a title.
I don't think the organization is really committed to winning like that.
Yeah, he get a real coach that would tell him shut the hell up. And
so that's another reason.
But he ain't trying to get a coach that's going to do that because it's me. I'm the star on that helmet. Right. Like, okay, Jerry.
Right. He's not making winning moves, and so that's why I just don't judge Michael like that. I'm actually glad he's gone from Dallas.
He might have a resurgence.
Go play with a real team and do your thing because, like I say, he was one of the best players on the team, and you taking flack for a team that's really not shit. So that's just how I feel about it. You already know I don't believe in Dak. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to postseason.
Man, he got all that money and that boy ain't doing nothing really like, oof.
Yeah, not postseason at least. Like he's had some really good regular seasons. I just don't think I don't think he's a playoff performer. I don't think some players, Jalen Hurts, he has a second level that he goes to when the postseason starts. I haven't seen that from Dak yet. He don't play better in the postseason. Jalen Hurts plays better in the postseason than he does regular season.
And you starting to notice.
You know what I mean?
Lights get bright, man.
Yeah.
People start
Flacco. Even Joe Flacco.
Your hands shaking, man. Nothing wrong. Like, your hands jittery, bro. I'm good. Right. Oh, the lights too bright. Okay.
Hey, even Joe Flacco back in the day, what did get him his notoriety is he played the postseason better than he played the regular season. And that'll go a long way. You know what I mean? Playoff performers go a long way. So,
because you truly get judged on that. Like, okay, everybody have a good season, but this money time.
Right.
You keep the same energy but lose respect. You gave it your all, but man, you ain't going as hard as you did them 14 wins.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The camera's really on you. Oh,
yeah.
A little nervous about it. Okay.
I'm telling you, nigga, eyes got so big. He said, I was like, oh my God, Dak, are you what is that? What are you like, man, Dak, man. And you know what's crazy? I watched him all in Mississippi State, and I'm rooting for him. I want him to make me a liar. Make me a liar, Dak, please. Like, but you're not doing it as of right now, but please make me a liar. Because I'm not rooting against him.
Missing. It's something missing in him.
Yeah, it's something missing, man. It's something missing.
They have had good offense and defense around, and still, like, come on, man. Like the last was against Green Bay, they lost. It's like the first 2.5 quarters, like, dude, are you focused?
Right.
They up by like 15 or something. Now near the end, he playing like Joe Montana. I'm like, but bro, you about an 8-ball now. Where was this when you first started?
Right.
Well, they gotta shake you, like, wake up, get ready. Because if they're losing, he started playing, but they like, man, they playing prevent. Don't believe in that, Joe. They give him everything up the middle of the field so it look better. But when they had that real defense, couldn't do it. Like,
now with that being said, they didn't look bad in game one. I mean, I'm not gonna make up nothing on them. They didn't look bad in game one. They looked better than I thought. We'll see. Yeah. We'll see if it continues. You know what I mean? They just ain't done nothing. I don't root against them like that. It's just they haven't done nothing. And one playoff win is not good enough. Like, don't talk to me about no quarterback who only won one playoff game. Like, you can't convince me this dude is the truth. How? At some point, the stats matter. Like, winning matters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You already got all the accolades. You already got paid. So we don't need to respect you no more on that level. You already got paid. Yeah, like, you already got. Yeah, you a rich man. Your family's life is taken. Like, everything is. That's good. So I applaud you, and I'm glad that happened. But now we need you to start winning football games.
Yeah, I'm right on Baker Mayfield because he trying to cook something over there in Tampa.
Yeah. Oh, I fucks with Baker. Baker, I mean, at least he got the moxie to play the position. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He got it with if he lose, he gonna lose probably because of throw he can't make or something. But he damn sure it ain't gonna be because of lack of effort. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna be right. It ain't gonna be because he ain't gonna go to that field and try to give you all he got. Whether it's good enough is whatever it is. But I never get the impression that he wasn't there and wanting to play that day or ready to play that day. It just, it ended up in a loss.
Now, before we do the college ranking after this one, T-Mac, he was on Gilbert Arenas' show.
Uh-huh.
This dude was talking similar stuff. If I played with Shaq, we would have won more titles. I'm like,
right. Yeah, he need to stop.
Really?
Yeah, he need to stop.
You had a few opportunities to really show you that dog, and you would kind of be all right in the playoffs, but not that home run hit.
Hey, what's crazy? I think that's the bad part about all the different platforms is now people who shouldn't be saying shit get an opportunity to go somewhere and say it. They wasn't inviting you on no ESPN to be saying no bullshit like that.
No, and he's gonna be one of the announcers for NBA on NBC basketball this season.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's whatever. I like Bray. I like Tracy McGrady. I liked him when he played.
Yeah, he's a hell of a talent. But
but you're not a Kobe Bryant. And no, maybe, like I said, I told you before, you might have won one. I'll give you one. I'm not gonna say more. Why would I say more? There's nothing about your career. Yeah, there's nothing about his career that spells more.
No.
Like, are you serious, dude? Like, you didn't get one.
Tracy, you being nice. I'm not saying one because you couldn't even get to the conference finals, bro.
Right. And you got the nerve to be talking about, like, he does remember that Shaq left, right? You do remember that Shaq left. So even if we take the 3 away and we just count the 2, you don't have one to equal half that, Tracy.
That's like if you switch out him and Kobe with Powell, Odom, and all them.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go to 3 straight finals?
Right. No, I can't say that. Like I said, one maybe.
Come on, bro.
But to say you can go to, for one, your health wasn't even consistent enough for you to say that.
Nope. Now, if he had made it to a conference finals loss, all right, talk your shit.
Right.
But you never got out the first round except one time.
Right. Yeah, you can't say that.
You a Hall of Famer, cool, but you can't be talking.
Nah, not to be saying more. You would have had more if it was you instead of Kobe. Like, you don't have no right to say that. You don't even have nothing to stand on to make that true. Like, your own career never equaled one. So how can you say if you switched out Kobe and you was with Pau Gasol? I don't think he could have won one with Pau Gasol.
Nah.
So how can you be better than him when Kobe won 2 and went 3 times with Pau Gasol?
And it's offensive that y'all didn't have all this shit to say when Kobe was alive. Y'all talking like y'all is peoples.
Right.
And the man dead and gone.
Kobe would have went and seen that shit. Kobe would have pulled up on him. with a basketball in his hands. And like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Because Matt Barnes was first start saying, man, they doing way too much damn. The Kobe fans started getting back around like, y'all need to chill out. We've been quiet, waiting on LeBron to get off our team. Right. But you ain't gonna be saying you would do what he did.
No.
Your resume show, no. Like you had the issue getting out the first round.
Yeah. They just probably, ain't no games going on right now. So they having all this NBA talk and it ain't really nothing to watch. So they probably just saying craziness just to get likes and get replies and all that. Like, ain't nobody really interested in basketball right now.
They get mad. Man, old school people like Kevin Garnett say, look, let's be real. A lot of y'all could not play when we played, when you really could get physical.
Right.
Y'all cry about he brushed your elbow.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't about that life. Yeah. When they really played defense.
We talked about that one too. I believe had they been raised in the era, people adjust like we always do. So I don't believe that. It's not like Kevin Garnett was the biggest dude. And I seen Anthony Pillard piece his ass up. Kevin Garnett wasn't as tough on the court physically as with these like he put out. Yeah, you played in the era, but I sure seen Anthony Pillard hit you with that 2-piece when you was getting tough. And I
remember that.
Yeah, hit him with a cold 2-piece. Quick. I was like, oh yeah, Anthony Pillard didn't sock somebody before.
See, the way they be talking, I'm like, okay, so the argument you're presenting, if I interpret it correctly, take you in your prime now and dump you in those eras.
Right.
Nah, because y'all play flag basketball now.
I mean, but that wouldn't be, but I'm saying that's not even a realistic assumption to say, take you today, playing in today and transport you. No. You have to give them the same grace. They went through the same high school and you went through, the same everything you went through, and it made them into the player that they're ready to play. That's what I'm saying.
Some of them have said, no, if you could take me back there right now, I'd get them. Like, no, you wouldn't. This league is soft.
I mean, yeah, that's just
you had like you say you could go through. Yeah, but you now.
What are you supposed to say? I'm saying if somebody tells you that, what are you supposed to say? I'm saying they just made up some shit that can't never happen. So what am I? Oh yeah, you right. Why would I say you right?
What should be said is great fodder to talk about, but we can't really go to those eras. So that's all I gotta say. But don't talk like, nah, you take me now back then. I get them. You would not get them.
I mean, yeah, but you can't say not talk like that if the people antagonize them is talking like that. So I'm saying that's not fair to say when the player is saying that. Oh, if I drop you in here right now, you can't do nothing. Nigga, y'all can. Like I'm saying it's just a back and forth, bro. Like we don't need to take it that even serious. Like what else would you say? Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, I couldn't play. What
a lot of older players really
what competitor is gonna say that?
Talk about it. It's maybe been like Shaq and Barkley looking at like, okay, y'all got a real easy compared to what we did. And that's
they do
going like, well, y'all couldn't play anyway. Like they stayed healthier than y'all, and they was playing all season and the playoffs Y'all dudes got FMLA out here.
Right.
With,
I mean,
with my
I get
feet
it,
won't
but
move.
it's just without actually like putting people in those positions. It's just a conversation to have, and the one person talking about that cannot claim he's right. We're not in those times. We couldn't actually see it happen. So I'm just saying that's kind of crazy, even for a Barkley. Oh, ain't no way you could do this. How do you, Charles? You don't know that. You don't know that.
I mean,
Like you
all you
just
can do is play on the
yeah,
video
you
game.
just
You have
yeah.
Matthew
I'm saying
Wilson.
I understand you believe that based on your experience, but you don't know that. So expect people to push back when you don't know that. What you saying is
Now,
not like it's
something
not
that
factual.
can be said:
Huh?
these big men should average at least 10 rebounds on how easy the NBA is. You
No,
don't,
because
you don't
they
see no
don't play
effort,
near
no
the
grab a rebound.
basket. They don't play near the basket, and they shoot longer shots for longer rebounds. That's why guards and wings are rebounding more than your centers. So that's not. I'm saying that's not true. The game
Half
is
these
not played.
centers play around the perimeter too, so that
No, I'm
ball.
talking about I'm talking about the shots that go up. They're shooting a lot of threes. When you shoot long jump shots, the ball bounces further from the rim. It don't bounce in that
Yeah,
area. So I'm
yeah.
saying they're not getting the opportunities to rebound with that, the way that they used to. The balls are bouncing further out, so guards and wings are getting those rebounds too. Back in the day, everybody would just start running down court and clear out the way. A shot will go up,
Yeah.
everybody else will run, the center down there like this. I'm saying the game is not played like that anymore.
Yeah,
Like all
but
we get,
centers don't play under the rim now. They all
I
around
know,
the perimeter.
I know
So
because that's what I'm saying.
they got a
Like the
shot to
game,
grab one if
yeah,
they
that's
want
what
to
I'm
go
saying.
get
Like
it.
they don't line up like that no more. So he's not in a position to chase down the rebound like that or secure the rebound because they don't dump him by the rim like that. They taking you get out the way. They're telling you get your big ass out of the way.
They
You're in
should
the
be
way.
by the 10 rim because all of them can't hit outside shots.
Right. They just basically there to block shots and yeah,
Yeah.
rebound on the defensive side, but offensive rebounds don't come as often. And then, like I say, it's just longer rebounds, bro. Like when you watch a team like Boston and you shooting 43s, those balls are not bouncing by the rim. If they either they make it or they come right back damn near to you. You know what I mean? So it's just a different game, man. Them dudes getting all hot and bothered with each other, having this conversation that can't nobody ever find the truth to. It ain't possible. If they find the time machine, please call me because I want to get in it too.
Now, last topic. I looked at least the top 10 in college football. You got Ohio State, Penn State, LSU, Oregon, University of Miami, Georgia, Texas, Notre Dame, number 8, and they ain't even won a game. That's amazing. Illinois and Florida State. Who you think the top 4 still might be there as the season go?
Ooh, I gotta see more because you said Penn State is number 2
Yep.
or 3.
Yeah,
What's Penn?
3 is LSU and 4 is Oregon.
And Penn State is 2. I would, Penn State don't have like they usually blow some shit later. They usually blow a game or two. But man, it's that transfer portal is what be throwing me off because some
I'm
teams
sure Notre Dame number 8 and they 0-1. Like,
yeah,
why they in the top 10? They lost the game.
right. Who did Notre Dame lose to week 1?
It was Ohio State.
Damn, I watched. Oh man, not Clemson.
I have to look it up. Sure.
Who did they play, man?
Notre Dame.
Was it Oklahoma? No, not Oklahoma. Who the hell did they play?
All right. The first game. Who did the first game at? No, I ain't asking for that, you damn dummy. What the hell? Notre Dame football schedule 2025. Okay. Now I print out their schedule. So they played Texas A&M tomorrow.
Yeah, I see that.
What was the first game they played?
No. Oh my God. No, that don't tell me that ain't away on one. Oh no,
So
no, that ain't the right one. I thought I just seen something. I was like, they didn't lose the Yukon,
they
did they?
lost to Florida. Yep, the University of
Oh,
Miami beat them by 3 points.
oh yeah. Oh no, yeah, they lost it. No, oh yeah, that's why. That's why. Okay, now it makes sense. No, that's why. It's because of who they lost to. Miami looking good, and they didn't get beat down like that. That was a
Yeah,
that,
that's
I
right.
was I knew I was trying to figure it out. Yeah, Miami. That's right, Miami. So that's not no bad ranking because who would you replace him with? Like in week one, who looks so good that they should be knocked out the top? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that ranking didn't sound too bad. Like I say, first one out.
Even
Just
Texas still they number 7 with 1-1.
well, they started number one, so you ain't gonna drop out the top 10 off your first. You know what I mean? Not when you number one.
Yeah. Name recognition means something.
Yeah,
A little bit of love.
Yeah.
I think maybe University of Miami might get in that top 4 because I know they changed. University of Miami, they're number 5.
Yeah.
So they changed the format.
I see them making the next jump up in the next week or two. I see them making a move up. They look good. They look real good.
I think it's the first 12 teams, something like that now. But the top 4 will get a bye week.
Right.
I think maybe Miami could probably get in there.
Florida State, my mob they surprised. Did I have a wonderful surprise how good they look? Because I thought I was watching the Walk just lose. I ain't gonna BS you. I didn't know what to expect. I remember seeing Castellano at Boston College.
Okay.
So I knew he was an undersized and a running quarterback more so than a thrower of the football, like just standing back there. So I just wasn't sure what it would look like. But yeah, he looked good, and we looked good. I was happy how we looked defensively. That's what I really liked.
Okay.
How they looked. They looked like they were standing up, and yeah, we'll see. We'll see though. Like I say, it's too early to call. But I love the way they look, though.
Yeah, these are good matchups tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, that completes the season 5 premiere. Appreciate you being here. Let's see where my co-host was at. Probably was asleep.
I held it down for you, Marte.
You agree with too much too. Like, okay, this is kind of weird. He's agreeing with.
We had a smooth show. Yeah, we do. We wasn't on each other's head today. We wasn't on each other's head. You know why though? I probably came with a peaceful mind state because initially when I seen the show, I thought you was still on what's the name, and I came, boy. I'm telling you, I came ready to go on him. Not bad, not like that, but I do have something to say about that dude, man, and that incident.
Well, speak your piece.
Well, Sports Lounge. Well, to the sports fans, excuse me for changing the subject a little bit. As I was listening to the first part of the show, my brother was speaking on Charlie Kirk and his passing. First, my condolences to his family and all those who care about him, because we all have people who care about us, regardless of what somebody else may think about us. Our parents, our daughters, our brothers and sisters will all be sad if our lives were taken. With that being said, what I did not like is everybody making this using free speech as an excuse to hide the inflammatory and nasty things he had to say, one, and then two, trying to basically pump people into saying how they felt about him, all in the media. Oh, if you're not saying nothing but then you're no. I can show empathy to his family, even though that's a word he didn't believe in. He didn't believe in empathy. These are out of his mouth. I'm not making words up. I'm speaking about how Charlie Kirk spoke to people and spoke about people. And he said empathy is not a word he really cared about. Sympathy is the word he cared about. Well, the way sympathy works, it means I can relate to you. Empathy means I may not have experienced what you've experienced, but I still can be sad and hurtful and acknowledge what you've been through. That's what that means. So if you don't have that, how can you have it for fellow Americans? That doesn't make sense. And what he had to say was hate speech. When you say the civil rights movement was a mistake, and you speak the way that you spoke about Martin Luther King, who was also assassinated.
Yeah, words. Crazy.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, so what I will not do is paint him as, no, he was a conservative talking about God and family. That's not what you were talking about. Only you mentioned those things, but you don't get to hide behind God and family when you say the things that you had to say. That's BS. And I went from empathy to anger as I'm reading the stories. I believe it was Pam Bondi. If it wasn't her doing the interview, my apologies. It was another Republican operative, but they're part of the Trump administration. And they were saying, Democrats need to own this. They need to own this. Yeah. Melissa Hortman and her husband were assassinated on June 14th. All you have to do is check your news feeds and look what Republicans had to say about them people. Charlie Kirk was not an elected official. You know who was? Melissa Hortman.
Yeah, what happened out there was terrible. They found me. I mean,
and there was no empathy shown or no sympathy shown to that family, their kids, anybody who loved them. But yet you want to make sure that everybody is calling this a loss to America. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's a loss to his family. It's a loss to those who believe what he had to say. It's not a loss to America. We Americans too, them Black Americans that he seemed to not like. So I just hope that anybody of color, don't let these people try to put their foot on your neck. You say what you got to say, and you speak on this man honestly. You can show empathy. Again, nobody should be killed or have their life taken just because you say things we disagree with. But you know what but this lie, how they paint it. Oh, he's going around debating anybody. You didn't debate no Black scholars. You went to a college in Utah. What do they know about culture? What do they know about culture? Who at that campus was asking him real pointed questions or had facts? Anyway, he was not spewing facts. He was not kicking ass and taking names with his debates. No, he was using his platform that he has and that's supported and has money behind it to say inflammatory shit. And you was bringing a crowd together to agree with you. So everybody who is non-white, why shouldn't we feel some kind of way about that? That's what that's called. When you got a mob together, it doesn't matter that you guys are talking in soft voices. It doesn't matter that you use correct pronunciation and you have this conversation as if it was two intellects talking about something. You still can be wrong and nasty with the things that you say. And that's what he was, man. So the people that have problems with Charlie Kirk and the things that he have to say are right to have those problems. He has to own that. And if you watch that video, when they asked him that question about mass shooting, oh, are you talking about gangbangers? Right before he got shot.
Yeah, it was mentioned. He said something like that.
Oh yeah, I got it right here.
I've been watching all the stuff everybody was saying. That's why the Middle Ground episode was about. It used to be we can have a discussion and disagree and keep it moving.
I would contend that our people it's never been like that out here for us. I don't believe that to be true. That may be true for white people. That's not true for Blacks, Mexicans, Asians, Jewish people, anybody out here. That hasn't been the case. If we say something that's supposedly contrary to the white Christian America that they want put out, we're shouted down. You're canceled and cut off, jailed, killed. I'm saying, how many of our leaders have been killed? How many of our leaders have been jailed all throughout the years? So it's a never-ending story for us. Now here it is, this white male, 22 years old, whose parents are Republican, but yet why was HBCUs on lockdown because of threats? If this ain't racism, why would y'all even come at black people about this? We obviously didn't kill him.
I didn't come across that.
We ain't in Utah doing nothing. That ain't us that did that. So if it ain't race, why is all the things that they say attacking people of color or minorities? If it ain't really race, who really has it on their mind? So I'm saying we need to stop with the bullshit. No, it's actually never been like that, unless because the same people own Fox and CNN. It's the same people. They've been controlling media and what people has to say. We didn't have podcasts back then. Remember, we didn't have social media. No, we didn't have any other. Yeah, we didn't have outlets to get our messages out. We dealt with the national media and national coverage owned by people who don't look like us and don't put out messages crafted around safety or protecting or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this dude, he had a statement saying if he was in a store and the clerk was back there having problems, a black woman, he specifically said this, black woman, I know what I would be thinking. Is she even qualified for that job? How did she get there? DEI? This is what he said. This is the shit coming out your mouth. You're 31 years old, dude. You were 31 before you passed. What do you know about DEI? What do you know about an experience that black people have been going through in this country? You haven't been alive long enough to speak like that. It was disrespectful and lame. And he wasn't being called out on it. He was being allowed to service this message, pass it along, and get followers and call it turning point, the new America. No, that ain't new in America. What you were talking about, that's not new in America.
No,
white people talking the way he spoke about other minorities it's not new in America. So again, my empathy to his family, but don't tell me I gotta feel good about it or look at him as he's some hero. He's not a hero to nobody out here.
Yeah, no one's really, sadly, from a lot of the stuff I come across, is having an honest, like what we're doing right now. About
yeah.
All these it's the liberals did it or the conservatives.
Right. And that's, but at the same time,
words and conversation that y'all just getting, okay, I don't agree with you. You should be taken out. Like, what the hell?
Right.
Oh,
it's just so lame, bro. I mean, if we didn't have these examples of other political people just getting murdered, basically the same. This dude had a latex mask on, went to these people's house and killed them, and they didn't have nothing to say.
No, it was quiet, unfortunately.
Mike Lee of Utah, the same one that jumped out there supporting he put out, "This is what happened when Marxists win." That was his first statement. That was what he put out. He didn't say, "My condolences to the family and these people. I disagreed with them, but they didn't deserve what happened to them." He didn't say that, but you want us to say it. And you want people who he talked foul about to say it.
Yeah, so, definitely. This one had a lot of people.
So I will also say this: there ain't no way in hell I'm waking up thinking about the plight of what his family and them is going through. It lasted that one moment. I send y'all my condolences in the hell with the rest of that. Y'all don't do it for us. So ain't nobody trying to hear that, bro. And I hope everybody stands up. Don't let them people tell you how you got to feel about this dude. You can say he shouldn't have died while acknowledging the shit he had to say was lame. It was nasty. It was bullshit.
Yeah,
it wasn't cool. It wasn't okay.
It makes sense. But
yeah, man.
I'm seeing people, I'm glad he did. Like, he got family. Damn.
Right. I am not glad he did. Like,
the words
I'm not one of those.
He said, because he's had some stuff about guy, and I've read them other things you're talking about, but
right.
His words,
you don't get to hide behind God. Yeah, you don't get to hide behind God. Like, it don't work like that. Either you don't believe
words.
Right. You can't believe the stuff that you reading in the Bible or whatever book you say, and then turn around and say the things that he would say. You didn't get that from the Bible. The Bible didn't tell you, no God inspired you to say none of the shit you had to say. That was you being nasty and being human and saying what you had to say.
Yeah, because God is about love, and a lot of people you can take the Bible or religion to get what your agenda is. I mean, Book Eli movie really showed that where God can control things, and we just really look like we coming to a point where we so emotionally charged on stuff that happened. Right. I gotta go talk about stuff like stop, think about it.
Right, and that's for everybody.
Mature point of view on it, even if you don't agree with it. Not, I'm glad he did. He should have shot him again. Like,
nah, that's I don't believe. No, I don't support none of that. I'm not with none of that. Yeah, I'm not on the side of people who think that. But you're not gonna make me say he was something that he wasn't just because he was murdered. That's the part that I was mad about. You got these people talking about they monitoring people's social media to see how you spoke about Charlie Kirk, and it could cost you your job. Have you lost your fucking mind?
I was wondering about that. That's why I ain't
how is that free speech? How is that not impinging on my free speech? What the fuck you mean I can't say something about this dude when he was saying everything in the world about people who look like me?
That's gonna be lost.
Are you serious?
That's gonna make you get lawsuits and pay some people some money.
Yeah,
you can't legally do that unless you sign contracts like athletes.
Right,
you can't do stuff that looks bad on the organization.
Right. So that's my message to everybody, man. Stand up. I ain't saying this ain't about shoot nobody. Don't go do nothing stupid. But I am saying don't let nobody cow you down and tell you that you can't think exactly how you felt about this human being. So that's all I ask y'all to do. Like, don't let them do that to y'all. Like, we have a right to feel exactly how the hell we feel about this person and what he had to say, while at the same time acknowledging that he was taken too soon. His life should not have been taken from him. He should be at home tonight with his family right now. As disagreeable as I am about him, he should be right now. He should be at home with his family. But with that being said, I do not agree with a word that comes out of his mouth, because the good you don't get to hide behind the good things. Either you fix it and you be right, or you're not. Same with us. It applies to me too. I don't get to hide behind God and the good things that I've done in my life. The bad shit matters too. And either I'm gonna fix it, correct it, and be a different man, a different human being, or certain consequences are gonna come my way. And it doesn't, what that looks like, who knows? You know what I mean? It could just be a life of sadness. Don't have to be death, and you know what I mean? I'm not whatever the outcome may be, it could be anything. But the point is, you do have a responsibility with the things you say. And for anybody, if you a white person, black, whatever you were, if you sat around, listened to that shit that he had to say and you believe it too, I don't have no respect for you. I don't have no, because then you don't know what DEI really did. What about all the single white women that benefited from DEI? Why do y'all keep talking about blacks? That's what, if it ain't race, how come they keep bringing up blacks? That's what they're doing. It ain't us. We're not bringing up ourselves. Yet when they bring DEI up, it's always about more than anything, other than transgender. It's pointed at somebody black. Somebody black is losing their job. Oh, because we're not qualified? Really?
Yeah, I've heard some people make statements about if I get on the plane and I see a black pilot that's not older.
Right.
I'm like, we got to get out of these.
Man, no, hold on. You can I'll put a name to what you just said. Charlie Kirk said that. He said that.
I've seen some traders say the same thing last night.
Yeah, but I'm just saying this was one of his statements. I just read it earlier today. He was like, if I get on the plane and I see a black pilot, I'm gonna be asking, is he qualified? What are you? And those are buzzwords, bro. And in their mind, because he just asked, is he qualified? Then you're not really saying nothing. Yes, you fucking are.
Crazy part, I had a world music class. And the first thing he asked us was, is Africa a country or continent? And foolish people said, oh, it's a country. No, so I'm like, man, get my phone out. Like, and he said, why did you think that? Because you see them late night commercials of the real skinny black kids. They say send some money.
Wow.
And he was saying how the imagery that you see create files in your mind that you refer to compared to having an open mind. Like our music is segregated. But you go to other countries, they play everything on one radio station. Like here, you got country, you got hip hop, you got R&B, you got jazz.
Right.
They gonna put it on one station, like because it's one circle of people, not separation. Like, damn, I never thought about music or life like that. They do break it down.
Man, this country has always operated in a way to separate those from the people, those that they don't want, for those that they do. Always. That's why these communities look like that way. That's why we concentrated in specific areas. Like, know the fucking history. It wasn't, we just showed up here. No, it was funneled. We were funneled into a lot of the places that we ended up at, bro. We were funneled there, whether for affordable housing or for safety. You know what I'm saying? To be around each other, to protect each other, to make, like, that's what the hell, like, I just get tired of it, man. Like, we're not finna rewrite the history of this country and the foul, fucked up shit. It just make, man, it's lame, bro. It is lame. It is lame. Yeah, so please.
We need to have these type of sensible conversations about it, not in our feelings when we start getting on social media. Like, you're gonna feel bad saying I'm glad that dude dead, because what if one of your relatives died and someone like I'm glad they're gone, you're gonna be pissed.
Right.
Well, I
ain't gonna say they're gonna feel bad, because that's the part that the Republicans and conservatives have to own. You didn't feel bad, so why would somebody else? That's my problem with them, is you guys talk shit. You guys didn't own it. You guys didn't acknowledge Melissa. You guys, so why do you think somebody needs to all of a sudden be woke up? We supposed to wake up now and be nice. So now be nice. Even though 2 months ago, you couldn't do it. Wasn't even willing. Not only could they not do it, they didn't even think about being better people. They didn't even attempt it. Couldn't wait to talk shit and talk about, Americans are mad. This is just, they're tired of the Democrats and their shit.
Because even when Hogan died, you had people celebrating. When Kevin Samuels, like, when we start getting to a culture, when people say something you didn't agree with, you popping bottles because they died. Like, damn.
Yeah. I feel like the content, because even though, again, I'm not defending it, but it's the content of what they're talking about. Like,
I get it.
You know what I mean? It's like you're not talking about a game. Like, you discrediting a culture in a human. You're discrediting a human being. Mm-hmm. And at one point, your people believed that it was okay to own another human being as if he was property.
Yeah.
You thought it was okay.
That happened.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, we're not rewriting this shit, bro. Like, y'all gonna own the fucked up shit that's happening that y'all done, and be acting like we're not the ones shooting you. So we can't.
That is the twist of it all.
Yeah, we're not the ones showing up at your rally shooting you. That's not what black folks is doing. So you can talk your shit about what we do in our own communities, but this fight that y'all making, like drawing the lines between us, we're not the one who did this. It's people who look just like them. It's people who are trained and have access to all this stuff that they're committing these type of crimes. That's not black people. We're not the ones in your communities are over there doing that. Do we have some growing up and some waking up to do in our own communities? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. But you're not going to be the ones to be talking about shit. Y'all not going to start the conversation. It don't make no sense. How can an oppressor be the one to start the conversation on what's right going forward? Fuck, man, no.
No, I feel
you. No, bro, no. So all of y'all, please stand up to these people. When people, at the bare minimum, just stop the conversation. I'm not saying antagonize. I'm not saying have these, just have dumb debates for no reason. I'm just saying don't empower them. Don't make them feel like their voice matters. Just walk away. If somebody come over here trying to talk about that bullshit, leave them right where they're standing with their mouth open and walk away. Don't empower it. Don't empower it, man, because it's BS. It's bullshit. Our employment numbers are the lowest right now. Not everybody else's.
Yeah.
We the ones, when you walk into banks, mortgage firms, we're the faces that you don't see a lot of. Y'all been not fucking hiring us. That's why these type of laws were put in place. In the NFL, what are we, 70% of the work population? If not now, we have been.
Probably
But yet we can't get executive positions. We can't be more offensive coordinators, defensive coordinator, coaches, GMs, talent scouts. Like how? It's all, you know what I'm saying? They telling us they're steady hiring their friends, their brothers, their cousins. There's come on, man. So without this stuff, you're just intentionally leaving people out because you own or you're running a lot of the institutions that move shit forward, that make shit shake. You know what I mean? But we're not being allowed in those doors. And they know it. So we're not, just don't make a new lie. These stupid black people, Officer Tatum's dumbass, he's steady spitting it. He's a jackass, man. He's a jackass, not because he's not a smart man. Or nothing. I'm saying because of the shit that you spew, it is setting us back. You are riding a coattail. He is doing illegal shit. They are doing fucked up shit. It's just crazy. It's just crazy, man. Like to hear dudes like that.
I listened to him a few times. Some stuff he said makes sense, some don't.
Yeah, it do. He's not. I'm not. He ain't bad like that. But at the same time, you're giving them a license when you co-sign shit that you don't have no business co-signing because this oppression, racism, it is real. Quit acting like we not being held out of shit. Yes, we fucking are. We always have been, and it's happening right now. We make up 14% of the population in the United States. There's only so much we can do voting wise and so forth. And it can't, obviously, we can't take it to the streets and war. And not only that, we ain't even thinking like that. We just we just want respect. We want respect and be accorded the same rights that you white Americans get. That's what we asking for. Still to this day in 25, I'm asking when I go to work, I don't want to be asked if I like rap. I don't want to be told, I don't look like I would listen to Nirvana. I just was told this, my coworker, I had a Nirvana t-shirt. First day he pulls up to me, he goes, "Hey, you like rap? I'm not asking you because you're black." I laugh it off. I'm like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I like rap, bro. He was like, well, I was just asking because Too Short's going to be in town. And I was wondering if you like Too Short. In my mind, I'm wondering why you just didn't ask me if I like Too Short. But I know why you didn't. You know what I mean? So anyway, I don't even respond to that. I tell him I actually do like Too Short. I was like, I wouldn't pay for a show today. I was like, but he's iconic. He's one of the pioneers. I was like, and I'll respect him and I like his work. Yeah. And that was that. Next day I come to work. I got a Nirvana t-shirt on. He was like, what does this shirt say? I was like, Nirvana. He was like, man, you don't look like the type that would listen to Nirvana. I was like, really, Mr. Judgmental? I say this. I was like, really, Mr. Judgmental? Yeah, he goes, oh, no. I'm sorry. I was like, oh, no, you're being judgmental. I said, what do you look like when you listen to Nirvana? He was like, well, most of the people I knew, they wear black and nose rings. I was like, how many friends do you have? He was like, I don't know. I was like, have you ever had 100? He was like, no. I was like, me either. I was like, have you ever had 50? He was like, no. I said, then why do you think the small amount of people that you know and have seen represent the whole Nirvana culture and what it should look like? I was like, bro, I played football and athletics when I was in school. I was like, do you know what was played in most gyms? Rock music. They wasn't playing booty pop music.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I got introduced to rock music. I was like, one. I was like, So, and then after we finished, I told him in the future, I was like, based on this conversation, I was like, we can only talk about work. I was like, no, I was like, then you don't have to think twice about it or go home with it on your mind. I was like, but in the future, don't ask me any more personal questions. I was like, we're here to work anyway. I was like, I should have closed that door when you asked me about the music. I was like, but I didn't. I was like, but I'm closing it now. So please don't ask me any more personal questions. I was like, you're 31, I'm 46. I would never hang out with you anywhere. I was like, so there's no reason for us not to be anything but work. And he accepted that, and we've had no issues. But the point is, it's always on their mind, not on ours. And even in that situation, it's pointed like, so it just gets old, man. I'm just tired of them trying to paint that you ain't doing what you're doing. You're talking about and you're disrespecting my race and my people. And I'm tired of this shit. And I just want people to stand up, like, stop letting them get off with these stupid comments and this stupid stuff they say. You know what I'm saying? It's like, stop letting them get off, bro, because it ain't helping nothing. Obviously, it ain't helping nothing. And it's not putting our culture in a good place. You know what I mean? The conversations that we need to have as people, that's separate from them. They don't get to dictate when we have that conversation. Do we need to have it immediately? Yes. Yes, I'll acknowledge that. But y'all not going to be the ones pointing, telling nobody to do nothing. The atrocities that you guys have committed and continue to commit. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. They're trying to rewrite history and make it almost seem like we just showed up over here willingly and just don't get it.
Yeah,
no.
I read about that.
Yeah, no.
To do.
Man, so we can't let that go, man. Like, we can't allow that narrative to be forgotten, bro. A lot of the issues and a lot of the things that we face in society are racially stemmed, meaning it's already in the fabric. Yes. Do my neighbors next door, they're white. Are they racist? No. But when talking about these systems that exist, that exclude us from things, that it's real, it's true, and it's just that. So yeah, y'all stand up, man. Don't let these people tell you can't not like that dude. I don't like him either. I didn't want him dead, but I do not like him. I do not like what he had to say. He wasn't winning debates with facts. He's like, remember what Malcolm X did? He sat down with scholars and put their ass to shame. That's what he did. That's what he did. So that's what I want to see. Anybody who thinks they're the new Charlie Kirk and you're willing to debate, go debate a scholar on history and of the history of the United States and what the hell is really going on. Stop pulling up on these little kids at these college campuses that don't know shit any fucking way. You know, it's just crazy, bro. It's just crazy.
Feel better, bro?
I do. Yeah, I do. I do.
He trying to go ahead. Hey,
man, I hate to be on my little Malcolm shit, but I just, I don't. Yeah, man, it just made me mad.
Like, that's going on to have these real conversations, so we can find better solutions.
Yeah,
not just subtract what people did bad or good. Put it all on the table and talk about it.
Right. Because
we're getting away from that. But good shit.
But that was my little piece right there, man. I had to get, like I said, I was sitting at work, and again, I went from empathy to anger at the people trying to make us not talk about what really happened.
Yeah.
Not necessarily talk about what really happened, but about how we truly felt about his character. Again, we do not have to all walk around with candlelight vigils for this dude. That doesn't mean that I don't have empathy for him just because I'm not running around with a candle lit on his behalf.
Yeah, everybody out here is trying to control the narrative instead of we talk like adults about issues.
Right.
We agree or we don't. That's what America's supposed to be. Not, man, you better be on this side of, like, no, ain't nothing, no absolutes. What y'all doing?
Right.
We wouldn't have got to 2025 if people had them type of thoughts.
Right. And my message is not a Democrat message. Like, I don't give a fuck about no damn Democrat. This ain't got nothing to do with that. This is to minorities, period. What he had to say, I don't care if he was a Republican or a Democrat or independent, whatever. I don't care about none of that. It's what he had to say about his mouth, out his mouth. That's what I'm talking about. And anybody should be held to the fire, they feet to the fire about making comments like that. And they should have to go. I mean, they're going to hear it. Like, you going to get pushed back. You're supposed to get pushed back because you got a whole people who represent what you're talking about. As far, you talking about a people and a culture. You think we're not going to say nothing back? You think we're going to be quiet?
We need more of what you're doing instead of all the other. Because that's not, that say, see this what we're talking about. Look at that. Like, no.
Right.
We have smart people to have a grown conversation. Hear the
Yeah.
stuff you say that we really don't want to hear, and counter
Yeah.
with the truth.
I
You might
wouldn't
learn
if the roles reversed, I wouldn't be supporting some black dude going around spitting white racism. I wouldn't support that. That's not what I'm about. My daughter is half white. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not on none of that shit. Because for one, I know the country we live in, and I know we need them to go forward. We do. You run the country. So I just want to be treated like an American. That's what we're asking you to. You keep saying act like American. No, treat me like one. Stop separating me from everything. Mm-hmm. Why do we have to put black, African American? Why do we have to answer questions like that? I'm not an immigrant. I've been here forever. So why the fuck am I answering questions? I'm American. Stop trying to find out if I'm black or what I identify as. Just let me fill out the application.
Yeah.
Run my ID when you get it. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. They are putting that separation there from the way we apply for jobs, from the jobs that we're allowed to have, from the places that we're allowed to live. Like, come on, man. They keep us out of communities. Not every community can a black person just go up and move into.
Nah, you gotta work and gotta get approved.
Right now, today. And I'm not saying it's happening everywhere, but it's happening.
And that's the problem. It shouldn't happen.
And we don't have no control over it. And then now y'all new tactic is just to lie and ignore. Oh no, that's not real. That's DEI. Like what? That's the new tactic, is just ignore and deflect.
Yeah.
People, don't allow them to get away with this shit. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. It ain't gonna be good. Don't do it.
No, I'm with you on that. You gotta have this real conversation, good, bad, and different.
No.
We probably gotta do that fellas line episode next week if you're available next Thursday.
What day?
Thursday.
Okay, yeah, I'm with you. I got you. I'll be available Thursday.
Yeah.
I'll probably sit out next Friday. I'll probably sit out. I got a couple things to do, but
okay.
I'll be with you Thursday.
All right, cool. Yeah. Hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Share, talk about it. Enjoy yourself this weekend. Come back tomorrow. New ground floor. Thanks for tuning in to the Sports Line with JLE Marte. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you want to check out my content, go to Amazon.com. Check out my books or my music. Or subscribe to my YouTube channel, Middle Ground with JLE. Merchandise coming soon. Share with everybody. See you next time.